what to do and what not to do, because this happens a lot. So the police pull you over, and let's say in this example, you have had some drinks. You've had 3 or 4 beers, whatever. And so the police suspect you of driving under the influence. The first thing they want you to do is to get out and do a series of field sobriety tests. And those are the ones you've seen on TV, or maybe you've done them yourselves, where put your finger to your nose or walk in a straight line. They have a series of 4 or 5 of them. And they don't tell you this. You do not have to do those.
You don't?
No, you do not have to do those. And the only reason they're having you do those, and this is every single DUI stop. I don't care how good you think you did on those tests. I had a guy, he's a Hollywood stuntman. Wasn't even really drunk, just slightly.
Yeah.
And so exceptionally coordinated. I mean, this guy he does stunts in the movies.
Yes.
And he goes, well, I nailed the field sobriety test. I said, you think you did. You watch what happens when we get that police report, what it's going to say. And, you read the police report, and he was awful. And so no matter what you think you do on those tests and how well you think you did, they're going to write it up so that you did awful. They're trying to build a case against you. Now, you have the right to tell that officer respectfully. You always want to be respectful, because these cops, look, I'm sure you and some of your viewers have had bad experiences with the police in LA County, and I'm sure there are some bad ones out there. But my experience is that especially nowadays, with everything going on and cell phone cameras, the majority of them they don't even want to deal. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, I'm going to do my job. I'm going to go home. I don't honestly care. That's sort of the attitude you get. And in LA County, they tend to be very professional. In some other small counties or places around the country, that is definitely not the case. But here, they tend to be professional. So you speak with them respectfully. You say, listen, officer, respectfully, you make my friend's an attorney, and he told me that I don't have to do these, and I would choose not to do these. They're going to be cool. They're not going to jam you up. They're going to think, okay, this guy actually knows sort of what the ins and outs are. The next thing they're going to want you to do is he's going to pull out a device in the car. It's called a PASD device, a portable alcohol sensor.
Yes.
It's a handheld alcohol sensor, and they want you to blow in that. You do not have to blow in that. You have the right not to blow in that. And again, you say the same thing to them. Respectfully, I'm going to choose not to do that. And they're going to be cool with that. So again, you don't have to do any of the field sobriety tests, any of the portable sensors, any of that. The next thing they'll have you do, though, so that could be it for them. So that what you're doing there is you're giving him less evidence to arrest you on. At this point, he doesn't know for sure. Like, say you're a borderline case. Like, you had a couple Modelos, and you might be .08, you might not. Without being able to assess you, putting one foot in front of the other, and having you blow on the thing that's going to give him a number, he doesn't know. I mean, what he's saying as an officer is, I don't know that I have anything to arrest him on as far as suspecting him of being DUI. That could be it for you. He's got to cut you loose. You're giving them less evidence. Now, if you're blasted, right? If you are just, you've thrown up on yourself, and you're slurring your words, and you have 12 empty cans next to you, he's still going to arrest you. And he's going to tell you, you now have to elect blood or breath. You have to do that, one or the other. So back at the station, you have to choose one or the other. If you choose neither, one of two things can happen. In a lot of areas of LA, they will not get a warrant for blood. In some areas of LA, Orange County, across the board, they're going to call in and they're going to get a warrant. And then they'll have a couple deputies come, and if they need to, and hold you down, and a nurse comes and takes the blood.
Hold you down.
Yeah, they will.
That's when you're really on a sick one, when you got to be held down, right. And they take your blood.
Yeah, and it'll all be videoed and would be shown to the jury. And so blood or breath. And in LA, they probably won't. You know, if it was just for a plain old DUI stop, they probably won't bother with all that. There's too much going on.
Yeah, with LAPD.
Yeah, LAPD, LA Sheriff, CHP is a little bit more aggressive on DUIs. They are more likely to do it. But if you refuse those, it's a 1-year automatic license suspension. So in general, it's probably you're better off to choose one or the other. And if I had to choose one for you, I would choose breath.
Breath.
Yes, because the breath machine, they're pretty accurate, but there's more that can go wrong on that. Blood is blood. I mean, it is what it is, and they'll give
just like in family, right?
That's it. Yeah,
it is
exactly.
what it is.
Right. And so, but that is my advice to your viewers, that if you're pulled over on a DUI stop, again, always be respectful. These guys are human beings, and if you're an asshole to them, they're gonna find a way to mess with you. So respectfully, officer, I'm not going to do the field sobriety test. Thank you. Okay. I need you to blow in this thing. I'm not going to do that either. Okay. I'm still going to arrest you and take you back to the station. Which one do you want? I'll do breath. But again, because you didn't do those things, the field sobriety and the portable alcohol screen, they may not have enough to arrest you and they got to cut you loose. So that's your best route. So that is how you handle a DUI stop. You have these rights. They're your rights as a Californian, as an American. Use those rights, you know?
Jeez, let's go, baby. Doug Sherrod, KingKongLawyer.com. Don't play with it.